maintaining the core narrative, historical significance, and engaging tone. The entire history of Iran, short version, the invincible crucible for millennia. The greatest empires in the world made the exact same fatal mistake. They believed they could wipe Iran off the face of the earth with the sword. The Macedonian phalanxes of Alexander the Great, the Roman legions, the Arab armies under the banner of a new religion, and the ruthless Mongol hordes of Genghis Khan all invaded this land one after another. Any ordinary nation would have vanished into the history books under such catastrophic blows, just as the Babylonians or Assyrians did. But with Iran, the opposite happened. Time and again, despite losing on the battlefield, they ended up culturally absorbing their conquerors. Within a few decades, the brutal invaders would begin speaking Farsi, building Persian architecture, and adopting their clothing. How did Iran preserve its identity over a 5,000-year history, and why did it voluntarily abandon its legendary name Persia to be called Iran? This is that story. The arrival of the Aryans and linear time. While the Western world often considers Mesopotamia or Egypt to be the cradle of civilization, the Jiroft culture and the Sialk ziggurat prove that an equally ancient civilization flourished on the Iranian plateau. Between the 20th and 15th centuries BC, nomadic tribes descended onto this mountainous region from the Central Asian steppes. They called themselves Aryans, meaning noble, and named their new homeland Arianum Vaija, which eventually evolved into the name Iran. In this harsh landscape, a groundbreaking ideology was born: Zoroastrianism. This religion viewed the universe as an uncompromising battlefield between light and darkness, where every Iranian was a warrior of light. Most importantly, Zoroastrianism was the first to declare that time is linear, not cyclical, meaning the world has a definitive beginning and will have a final judgment, purified by fire. When the Persians conquered Babylon in the 6th century BC and freed the exiled Jews, this concept of linear time entered Jewish thought, later flowing into Christianity and Islam, the first superpower, and the Persianization of Greeks. In 550 BC, Cyrus the Great united the Persian tribes to found the Achaemenid Empire, the first true superpower in human history. Cyrus was unlike the tyrants of the past. He respected the religions and cultures of the lands he conquered. His successor, Darius I, expanded the empire from Egypt to the Indus Valley, ruling over nearly half of the world's population at the time. In 330 BC, the young Macedonian king, Alexander the Great, crushed this massive empire and burned the magnificent city of Persepolis. But this is exactly when Iran's survival mechanism kicked in. Instead of Greek culture erasing Iran, Alexander himself began wearing Persian clothes and adopting Persian court etiquette. After the Greeks were driven out, the Parthians and later the Sasanians ruled for centuries, standing shoulder to shoulder as equals against the Roman and Byzantine empires, absorbing Arabs and Mongols. By the mid-7th century, exhausted from centuries of endless warfare, the Sasanian Empire fell to the Arab Caliphate. The Arabs brought a new religion, Islam. For any other culture, this would have resulted in complete Arabization, but while the Persians lost militarily, they won culturally. The Abbasid Caliphate came to rely heavily on Persian bureaucrats, scientists, and poets. As a result, the Farsi language not only survived, but became a primary language of global knowledge and literature. In 1220, Genghis Khan's Mongol hordes systematically destroyed Iranian cities. Yet, within a few generations, these nomadic Mongol rulers embraced Islam and adopted Farsi as their state language. At the end of the 14th century, the conqueror Tamerlane brought fresh devastation, but his descendants, the Timurids, sparked a magnificent Persian Renaissance, elevating Persian miniature painting and poetry to unparalleled heights. Modern transformation, from Persia to Iran. In 1501, Shah Ismail established the Safavid dynasty and declared Shia Islam the state religion. This permanently separated Iran culturally and politically from the surrounding Sunni Ottoman world, forging a fiercely unique identity. By 1925, following a severe crisis under the Qajar dynasty and colonial pressure from Britain and Russia, Reza Shah Pahlavi came to power through a military coup. He put the country on a fast track toward modernization. In 1935, he made a diplomatic move that stunned the world. For centuries, the West had called the country Persia, a name associated in Europe with carpets, folklore, and exoticism. Reza Shah sent an official directive to all embassies. From now on, the nation must be called by its true, ancient name, Iran, the land of the Aryans. This was a powerful statement. We are not an exotic colony. We are a modern, powerful nation with ancient roots. Two names, one eternity. The Islamic Revolution of 1979 overthrew the monarchy, turning Iran into a theocratic republic and severing its ties with the West. Today, the words Iran and Persia seem to exist as two entirely different entities in the modern mind. Iran triggers images of geopolitical tension, sanctions, and conflict. Meanwhile, Persia retains a romantic, mythical aura, reminding us of lost grandeur, exquisite poetry, and fairy tale empires. Two names, one land, caught in a continuous struggle over how it will be remembered. Over 5,000 years, this culture has mastered the ultimate art of survival, learning how to lose battles in order to ultimately win eternity.